Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. So I saw this news, and for me, I feel like it's very funny. So the Northerners are clamoring for the return of Jonathan. So a Northern governor and stakeholders pushed for Jonathan's presidency. So let me just give you a snippet of the news. So influential Northern leaders have initiated efforts to convince Jonathan to enter 2027 election, presenting a significant challenge to Tinubu's re-election as dissatisfaction with its leadership continues to grow. According to a source or sources, a governor from the northeast and retired generals from the northwest are leading this campaign. Their argument hinges on the 1999 constitution, which permits a maximum of two four-year terms for presidents, making Jonathan as an appealing candidate eligible for one more term. In August, Bala publicly declared his support for Jonathan. Um, Let me just leave it at there. This is what he said. He said during Jonathan's regime, I think this was the governor of Bauchi speaking. He said during Jonathan's regime, he was inclusive, addressing issues like the Almajiri system and creating an agency for unemployed youths. Anyway, let me leave it at there. But for me, I don't think we need Jonathan. Jonathan's time has passed. When Jonathan was there, people were stealing right, left, center like Desiani. What did he do? These were the things that made Buhari win him, nothing else. If not, Jonathan would have been a good leader. Jonathan has good intentions for Nigeria, but he didn't have the willpower. There's a difference. You can have all the intentions in the world. When you don't have the willpower, you can't. Do you understand? And he was very careless. So what made you feel like he must have learnt his mistake? We don't need Jonathan. Jonathan should go and sit down. If Jonathan wants, he should go and contest for governorship election and turn Bayelsa to El Dorado. I think, has he been a governor? I think he was VP, deputy governor, before they called him up for presidency. He should go and contest. Let us see what he can. Let it. Bayelsa, one of the richest states in Nigeria, is almost poor. They have one of the highest poverty rates. Is it not a shame? Some people will say it's degrading. I don't understand Nigeria. What is degrading in leadership? Doing the right things. They will say, oh, he's degrading himself. So now that I'm bringing up this suggestion, they will say, he's degrading himself to go lower in the position. A governor is like a president in his mini country there. Do you understand? He should go and transform Bayelsa. He doesn't need to contest for presidency. You know, people are saying, some people will be saying, I don't know, Jonathan's regime. Jonathan is a better person than Tinubu and Atiku. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Jonathan's time is past. He should go and contest for governor of Bayelsa and Thunder. I'm sure if he contests for governor of Bayelsa, he's going to win it. If he contests, he should win it and transform Bayelsa into a beautiful place. How can Bayelsa, one of the richest places, be one of the poorest states in Nigeria? He should convert that place. It's a shame. Oh. So people clamoring for Jonathan. Let me read some of the comments so I don't start sounding silly. This one is saying, Jonathan, ignore this call. They want to mislead you after the negative arrows towards you. Allow them to bathe in their urine. The monsters they made need to chew them up properly. And that is what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like Tinubu needs 8 years so that all these people supporting him, they will drive with poverty, will dry them up inside. Because like I mentioned, most people supporting Tinubu are the poorest of the poor. And I have my data to back it up. Just looking at the thing holistically. Look at people supporting Obi. Is Obi paying any of the influencers to support him? But Tinubu must pay them so that they will not say negative things about him. Look at all the people shouting at Beam Power in the north, in the southwest. I always, even in the south, people supporting southeast, people supporting Tinubu are just hungry people. Chigozrim looking for small money they will pay every month. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most of the obedience are diaspora. Most diaspora are supposed to be directly or indirectly, and most of them in Nigeria are well-to-do. Go and look at how people supporting Obi. They are well-to-do people. People were donating left, right, center. Even Fire say brother that was donating for Obi campaign. They are well-to. Many of the people supporting Obi. It's just that later he changed his stance. So I don't know. The country is just a debacle. Jonathan could not implement 1990. The confab he did. Jonathan is a coward. They say he used to drink ogogoro. That's what I heard. If If it's me that I used to drink ogogoro like that, and when I drink that ogogoro, you can't tell me anything. I will be so fearless. Do you understand? I go down high, and I will do the right things. Jonathan might be a good man, but he doesn't have the willpower. Doesn't have it. Let him go and sit down. The best solution for Nigeria now, I've always mentioned it, all the opposition, both PDP, Labour, Suworo Party, they should come together and decide who they will vote for. And if anybody win, every other party, they will have an agreement and it must be open. Every other party will say, okay, we'll bring 3 ministers. Suworo Party can say, we'll bring 2 ministers. Since you are smaller, the bigger your influence, the bigger the number of ministers you bring. And all of them will checkmate the president. There will be an agreement. And you cannot sack them. It must be part of the agreement. You understand? So, I don't know. And I feel like in that team too, Osinbajo needs to be there too. Because I believe Osinbajo would have been a good leader. It's just that him too, he's a coward. When under Buhari was sinking Nigeria, he couldn't speak. So what do you want me to call him? He just stayed there, but tenure end. If he was okay, the only time Osinbajo tried to stop this is cowardice when he challenged Tinubu that brought him to power, which was a good thing. And I always mention in this channel, for Nigeria to be good, this godfatherism thing must end. We are not practicing kingship. And you must bite the fingers that fed you to power and do the right thing, just like Fubara is doing. If Fubara is fighting Wike and is doing the infrastructure, doing the schools, evidence go show. Do you understand? Doing the agricultural zone. It's not just to build road. You must try and see your state as a mini state to grow food so that your state, maybe price of food might be cheaper. Even if it's only livestock you achieve. Let's say meat and poultry is cheap. Let's say chicken, pig, goat, not even cow. You have done a lot. Try to reduce feed and channel that feed to the farm zone where these animals will feed, and the prices of food. Create cold rooms. There are a lot of things, but think out of the box. Some of them you can even do pilot schemes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We don't need Jonathan.